Good afternoon, beautiful pond lovers. How are we all? Hope we're all well. Today we are going to be looking at the brand new Kactoily 7-in-1 Pond and Aquarium Wi-Fi monitor. Now this looks a great bit of kit. I'm going to set this up on the little pond, and then I'm going to move the one that is on the little pond, the old plug-in one, into the filter house and get that into the drum. You've all seen me set that up, so today we're going to be looking at that. But before we get on to that, I have a massive thank you to give you guys. A little while ago, before I got ill and went off and before I went on holiday and whatnot, I advertised for you guys to help support the channel by purchasing one of these. It's a car air freshener. They're on eBay, £2.24, and the response that I had from these supporting the channel, I mean, it's a little give back from me to you and you to me. It's just overwhelming. I've sold well over half of them. I had 50 on there. I think there's 18 left or something like that. So absolutely fantastic. There are, as I say, still a few left on there. So if you didn't get one and you want one, they are limited edition. There won't be any more. When they're gone, they're gone. Get over and check them out. But from all the little purchases that I had on there, from the profits from them, you guys, big thank you, because you guys all just bought me a new bottle of FMG, ordered on eBay, arrived this morning, all from the profit from the little car air fresheners. So they're peach scented. If you want one, go over and check them out. There is also a new limited edition product on there. You've probably seen in a few videos lately me wearing this hat. I've decided to get a few more printed. Nice hats, logo on there. So again, if you want one of these hats, they're on there as well. The link is in the description for these. But you also may remember my giant pumpkin I grew down the allotment. That's now all been used up. Made a lovely soup out of that. We had the dogs here on clean-up duty as well. They scoffed their face with all the leftovers. Had to use a saw to get it out, but yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's get the Kactoily 7-in-1 monitor unboxed, show you what you get, and then we'll show you setting it up and how it works on the small pond. So here it is. I've not even unboxed it or had a look at it, opened it even myself, but some of the information for you there on the back. I'm not going to spend hours and hours and hours going through every little detail, but this is the standard version. I'm pretty sure I could have done with the long range version, but hey ho, this is the one I've been sent, and I'm very, very grateful to them. Water testing has never been easier, as it says on the box. So inside the box we have the app user manual, because obviously this is wireless. You get an app, water quality guidebook, so I'm pretty sure that's just going to tell you all what you're looking for. Safety information on their little bits of kit, and then your destruction manual. So inside the box we have some kind of clip, nice long USB-C cable, there's your probe, no funny comments on what it looks like. 2 plug converters, that is the monitor. So you'll be able to see all your stats and whatnot on there. Your float for your probe, and then in here another clip. Don't know what that is yet. As I say, I'm only finding out what this is at the same time you guys are. Like the older version I've got, comes with solutions, so you can set it all up and get it all working properly. Lots of solutions. Your little USB adapter. They're foreign plugs, which is why you get them. And then a magnet, in case you want to magnet it somewhere instead. So what I'm going to do first off is I'm going to have a look through the instructions, work out myself how to set it up, and then we'll go through it together. And so you guys don't have to read the manual, I'm going to read it for you. So I will snap back to you in a momento once I've worked it all out. To set up the app, first off find Kactoily in your app store. Once that's downloaded, open your app and then set up your account. So English for me. Once you've entered your location and country, click next, and then register your details. So once you're all logged in, I'm going to click allow because Kactoily can send you some great notifications, and then create your setup or with invitation. So I've just clicked on connect, and messages come up, allow Kactoily to find and connect and determined. So I'm going to click allow. That's the one I've got. So I'm going to call it small pond, because you never know, I might get one of these for the big pond. It's a freshwater pond, water temperature, cold fish, next. So now I need to connect it to my Wi-Fi. That's now connected, so I'm going to click done, and there we go. Now I can see all my stats from indoors. So again, my pH looks like it's now settled at 6.69, which is quite low, but that's probably because of all the tomato plants and whatnot doing their thing. EC, TDS, ORP, salt, and SG. So you can click on more detail, and then you get a similar screen to the one that we'll look at outside. You can set reminders, you can set notifications, you can add more devices, which you'll see them all on that screen there. You can also look at history. That will show you graphs and charts of how things have moved over the months, years, whatever. Well, that's the day, so you can change it at the top. Look, weeks, months, quarters. So that's pretty good. There's a shop at the bottom of the app as well, so you can see all their other products for sale. And then the settings, which is the usual settings. Pretty good. In the reminders, you can set pH reminder, so if it drops or goes above a certain value, it will send you a notification. Same with the ORP, same with the temperature, salinity, and everything else. So you can set a minimum value, a maximum value, and then if it goes above or below either of those, it will send you a notification. But I'm not going to do that right now because I still need to calibrate it. Looks like temperature will always be in Fahrenheit, but that's not a problem. It'll still give me an idea of what temperature it is, and if I can't work it out in my head, I can always come indoors and say, Alexa, what's 53.7 degrees Fahrenheit in centigrade?
53.7 degrees Fahrenheit is about 12.056 degrees Celsius.
There you go. And that is exactly what my heater is currently set to at the moment, 12. So that works an absolute treat. Let's go back outside and show you the rest of the setup. So, ready to set it up. I've had a quick look at the instructions. Just drilled a hole. Yeah, just drilled a new hole through there to stick the probe through. I was umming and ahhing whether to put it in the Easy Pod, but obviously every time I clean the Easy Pod out a couple of times a week during the winter and every other day during the summer, and I thought dropping the water level below the probe is all the time is probably not the best idea. So I'm going to stick it in the pond. Remove the cover off the electrics already, hiding behind the tomato. Just got to jiggle a few bits around. So now the app's all downloaded. I'm going to set up the little receiver. So I've got to work out where I'm going to put this, because it's not too sure. Let me have a think. Right, so I've had to unplug the old Kactoily unit, but I'm going to be moving that in the summer anyway onto the big pond. But you get about 2 meters of cable from on the USB. So plug that in there. We've now got power. Obviously it's not receiving anything at the minute because the probe is not in the water. I'm just looking where I'm going to put it. And because of the length of the cable and the fact it's got to stay dry, I've gone just behind the Easy Pod and stuck it there. Obviously we've got a roof on this, but no front, so I've just got to make sure obviously it doesn't get rained on. But that should be good there. Plus being out of the sun, it's a lot easier to show you guys if we ever look at it again in the future, which I'm sure we will. Now on the probe, I'm going to be using the float, and I'm just going to float it in the corner of the pond, I think, because I can't really clip it anywhere, and the suction cups wouldn't stick to the liner. But just so you can all see, like, there's a max line there, so the water level maximum to there. So I'm going to push the float up so it doesn't sit below there, and then there's a little notice on there. I don't know how well you can make that out, but basically this is just a protection cap, and there's some fluid in there that sometimes crystallizes. If it does, just wipe it off and then put the protective one on. So float top end up to maximum, and that should then sit around there in the water. But first things first, I've got to lean over the pond and stick this USB through that little hole after I change the protective cap. Unscrew that one. Nothing's crystallized on there, so I'll pop that back in the box. This one, so obviously you can let the water in like so, nice and tight, and I'm going to stick it through the hole. There's the new probe sat there. The old one is sat under there. This one will go under there once I've pulled it tight. If we come round here, see the USBs come through there, get the cable all the way through. Hopefully this cable is long enough. Now that the cable's all the way through, we plug it in. You may notice that I'm not using these little adapters that we looked at earlier. I went through my old drawers, saw that this particular plug says 5 volt 1 amp. Found 2 plugs that match. And, that saves a bit of space and a bit of fiddling about, but that's all now plugged in. As always, got to sort the wires out, but we're now getting some readings. I haven't actually calibrated it yet, and we're still settling down by the look of it, but got a pH reading up there, 6.86. It was 6.99. It's just, as I say, settling about 53.7 degrees Fahrenheit. Salt level 0.02. TDS 2.73. Surprising actually, I thought it'd be a lot higher than that in this one. SG1 and EC 547. So yeah, all in all, from plugging in over there, bear in mind guys, the cables are only about 2 meters. So if your filter house is not near your pond, you may need to work something out, but really chuffed with that. Still haven't calibrated it yet, but I'm sure you all know how to calibrate something like this by now. You get your calibrate solutions, you follow the instructions, how much water you put in your solution, and that will reset it following the instructions. But I haven't used half of the clips and things it came with. I've used the magnet to stick that on there, and obviously the float for the sensor in there. But yeah, I've just acked back a load of tomato plants, so I could get to it all. But I can't believe it's what, the 25th of November, and I'm still getting tomatoes growing. This was a good idea, but I need to reduce the amount of tomato plants, like dramatically. I'm gonna have 3 or 4 I think next year, rather than the amount I got in there, because I just could not keep on top of the tomatoes. I had to throw so many in the bin, which is really wasteful, and the less I've got in there, the better they'll probably do as an individual plant. Anyway, so yeah, so far so good. Obviously you've seen the app, you've seen the device, everything seems to be working well. I've still got to calibrate, as I said earlier, but once I've done that, should be good. Set up a few notifications, so if the temperature drops, obviously it will send you a notification if you lose power. All round great bit of kit, very good quality. The only thing that ever lets Kactoily's products down is the USB. Obviously it's great for indoors and aquariums, but us pondies that have damp filter houses or outdoor filter houses, USBs tend to go rusty if they get damp. So and slightly longer cables for us pondies would be a lot beneficial as well, because we don't always have water accessible next to a plug. But other than that, the actual quality of the product and how it works is fantastic. You just can't grumble. Just can't grumble. So again, massive thank you for Kactoily for sending that out to me. As I've said, the link is in the description. There is discount code. So the discount code is KIK for keeping it koi. That'll get you a massive 18% off, limited time for a week until the 13th of December, when then it will drop back down to 15%. Act fast, act now. Link, discount code, all down in the description below. Massive discount for you guys watching. So again, thank you Kactoily for that. If you want one, get down. The website link is in the description. Check them out. They sell all different versions. As I say, this is the short range version. So obviously I've got to have the receiver up to 5 meters away from the probe, which is not tiny by any means. Their long range version, it says on the instructions, the long range one is up to 300 meters, which is crazy far. So maybe worth considering if your filter house or pond are a million miles away from each other, or if you want it in the house so you can keep an eye on it from in there. But anyway, let's snap over and have a look at the giveaway. So yeah, doing a Christmas giveaway like always, but this year part of this giveaway is all thanks to a regular viewer of the channel. A chap called James contacted me and asked me if I would like some Christmas cards, to which I said thank you very much, yes I would love some. But these are Christmas cards that he makes himself. He sent me a pack to give out to my friends and family, but he's also sent a pack for me to give away to you guys. So I'll show you a few of these cards. Keep koi and carry on. Koi to the world. Lovely picture of some koi. Another lovely picture of some koi. Green one, another green one, and that's your luck. So these will be sent out to the lucky winner. I'm going to throw in one of the car air fresheners from Keeping It Koi, and the lucky winner will also receive one of the new limited edition hats. So there'll now only be 17 available on eBay. I can't remember how many are available of them, but there's now one less. And the Christmas cards. So yeah, all the links for everything that's mentioned in this video is down in the description. Get over and check them out if you want some. And to enter the lucky this competition, all you literally have to do, leave a comment. Any comment you like, everybody is welcome. No questions, no thinking, just leave a comment and you'll be entered into the draw. So on that note guys, thanks all for watching. Like the video if you haven't already. Good luck in the draw, and we'll catch you all on the next one.